Go3 here, and today will be a mail bin. Quick look at the bin. It's just down there. So there's a bunch of stuff in there. Get the camera positioned here. So a lot of stuff's come in since I made the last bin. I think the last bin was around 2 weeks ago, and this will probably continue on the same trend with some lots. Some Tom Brady's. I think it's a good time to buy Brady after the Super Bowl loss. So here's a more of a low-end Tom Brady rookie. This is the Pacific Paramount. Now it does feature white corners and borders. It's definitely not the toughest set, but it can come nicked and skinned up. So be on the lookout for that. So the Paramount Brady, those are like 45 to 65. That's kind of what I've noticed on the market with those. Let's do this one. This is actually from New England Sports Cards, who I've had people on my channel post that they are the sister company to Four Sharp Corners. And if you do buy from them, you can expect to have dinged up cards. Basically, they're sending you duds. So that's the rumor. Don't know if it's true or not. Hopefully not. It's always nice to have a fair shake at these things, but I don't know what the truth is. So there's bonds that on the side. They always write what you get. So 14 bonds, Donrusses. To me, this set is tough, even though the card only sells for about $40 in a PSA 10. It's definitely not a gimme. This 87 Donruss comes off-centered and black borders on the front, so chipped up most of the time. So and then here's some Maddixes. So there were some McGuire's, 16 Maddixes, 15 Big Macs. So I'll go through those off camera and see if there's any that I'm going to send in. My next PSA order will most likely go out first week of March is kind of the target date for another 500 card order. I sent one off towards the end of January, and obviously it's going to be a while till that one comes back. It might be like April or May. So and we're just waiting on that one, but I am prepping another order currently. So this thing's packaged well. Let me see if I can just show it real quick. I'm thinking this camera's up too high. Let's tilt. That's a little better. Yeah, I film with the iPhone, and I bought a kind of like a mount or a stand for it. And it's just got these long legs. This is the Ultimate Victory. Now this is out of 2000. Black is the primary edge and corner focus of the back. It's out of 2000. This is around a $300 card raw, so beautiful card. I'll look to send it in. This is a fairly tough set with the silver foil layout on that one. Okay, spelling bee champ, Alley Pop. That's cool. That was around 15 to 20 bucks, I want to say. It's a Prestige Manning PSA 9. There's the back of it. Pretty iconic card. I see some white on the back, but nothing significant. But at times that can be enough to bump a card down or up one grade, so most likely what happened with that. This guy just had this card marked for a buy it now, and it was like $9.99. I think I had free shipping too, so I just went ahead and hit it. It's not gem mint, but it looks pretty good. Don't know when he'll get in the Hall of Fame. I think he will. It might take a while. You know, as most people know, there's a lot of receivers that are log jammed, waiting to get in. So it took T.O. a while to get in, so it might take Holt some time. Here's a mandatory. I don't think I have this one either. Kind of like a silly action photo from the 2001 Rookie Premiere. He's wearing like a retro helmet there, pigskin helmet on the left. It's kind of a neat card though. It's not numbered. It was probably about $6 or $7 shipped. So got the Vic out of the way. Let's try this one. So this person shipped heavy stuff the same way that I ship heavy stuff. They did media mail, which you save a lot of money if you ship like that. I don't know how strict the post office is with it. I've only been flagged once out of probably 100 times, so I'm going to say no, they're not. Okay, these are, I think I bought 20 of them, but they're just team bags. This is how I ship all my cards. When I ship a card, goes in a team bag. That prevents dust from getting on your card, which I think is good. Those were just off of Amazon Prime. It's a decent place to get some supplies if you need soft sleeves or hard. I think the hard cases are kind of expensive because they're so heavy to ship. This is a good packaging job. Until that, you, like I've said probably 1,000 times, you got to tape the top of the case. I've had cards come like this outside of the top holder and nicked up. I've had cards come like this before. I've had cards come like this, just sitting out there, floating in the bubble mailer. So Quantum Leaf 01 LT. That's not numbered. That's a low end, but a neat card, nonetheless. It just says Vic on it. That's sick. That's the SPX 203 of 250. Looks pretty good. Looks like it could be an 8. So an SPX 01. This card routinely sells 45 to 60. Sometimes it can push a little higher than 60, but not much. Back in the day, this card would hit $350. Back in the days, like 2003, like 2004. That's around the time that Vic stuff peaked. Okay, this one was around 80, 85. I think it was 85 shipped, but it's the Rogers. It's in the new Lighthouse. PSA 10. So I've bought a lot of copies of this raw. They usually go for about $20, and I just know it's definitely not a gimme, even though it's white. It's often creased or dinged. And the smallest thing, of course, will take you down a couple grades. This could be a lot. It's in a thicker package. We'll see what's in it, though. Okay. I can't remember if this... Okay, this was an auction. I think it was like 20 or 25 for all the cards. But it had this in it, and I know this is a $20 card all day long. And plus, this is Bowman's Best 10 of Moss. Plus, it threw in these ones, too. So you got the Score, the EX, and then this is just like a Bowman 2003 base. But, I mean, it threw these in there, too. So I thought it was a fair deal for that one. Sometimes you can get great deals on items that don't start with a low bid, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of people sell their items and start the bid at 99 cents, low. But some people start it higher, like they put it at the price like the lowest price they would take for it. And oftentimes they have it below market. So a lot of people think the card is overpriced, as in the auction starting price is too high, so they won't bid. But if you just do the research, you can find some good deals that way. I've picked up some good cards lately doing that. Fitzgerald Bowman 2004. That's neat. Definitely a card for a bulk order if it's worthy. This picture on the iPhone just looks better than my old camera, I think. And I've had a lot of people say that, too. It's shooting in 60 frames per second. That's why it's got like that almost like a real-life look going on. I think that was about $350 shipped. This is neat. 1986 Barry Bonds. Tops rated. So I've got a bunch of these prepped to ship in my next order. So I kind of wanted to see what a 10 looked like. So I bought this one for 100. And damn, it looks really good. I mean, it's perfectly centered. And there's pretty much no white showing on the sides or the top, which most of the copies that I buy do have that. So this is just a great example of the card. It has gone up the past couple of years, so it is a card to watch going forward. Here's some Harpers. We have got the Topps 100 insert from 2011 Bowman. Neat little insert, about $5 a card on those two. See if I can slide it out. Got it. That's sick. Now I know why she protected it so well. Bowman Chrome Moss. Now this refractor is a PSA 10. Okay, my camera shut off. So back to this 1998 Bowman Chrome Moss. Old slab. Now, how tough is this set? I'm not sure. I don't think it's the toughest set at all. I think you got to watch out for scratches the most on this stuff with the crazy shine going on with this thing. But that's a beautiful card. 200 to 250 is kind of what these have been going for in the last 3 months. I always go on Terapeak, and if I'm gonna buy a card like that and just kind of see what the market is like. Moss's stuff is on the rise though. His SP Authentic Future Watch especially. Here's a Vic. This was like $6. I think it was like $6 shipped, so I thought it was a good deal. It's the Upper Deck Victory. Very, very low end Vic, but PSA 10, so I always pick those up if they're sitting there that cheap. Just if you factor in if it costs $6-7 just to slab it, I always factor that in if it's a card that I like. What are the odds that I can buy one raw or get one in a pack raw and get a 10? I mean, if it's a card I like and it's $10 shipped, I'm most likely just going to pay the 10 and move on. Here's a Bowman's Best Red PSA 9. It was like $1.50 plus shipping, so add it to the Griffey registry. I don't want to open that one because it looks like a huge hassle. Let's do this one. It's already been opened up once. That's neat. It looks nice in that one touch. The Ultra Tom Brady. Current market on these is about 80 to 115 raw. Not sure what 10s are. I think they're like 350 to 400 for a 10, so it's a beautiful set though. These were the same. The rookies were $6 per hobby box for Ultra and the Upper Deck, so that card to me is about the same rareness as the Upper Deck Star Rookie Brady. But I think the Star Rookie sells for just a little bit more. Pretty close though. They're both nice. Okay, this is why you gotta tape your cards in. See how this is coming out of the case? That's just pure slop. People don't realize that cards move during shipment. I mean, they're going all across the country, getting thrown into crates and whatnot. So pinch it, tape it. That's always gets under my skin. Okay, so this is a Beckett 9.5. Now, I've held off on buying Beckett cards unless I believe it's a true gem. What I mean by a true gem is all the subs are at least 9.5 or higher. I don't like buying the ones where like corners are 9 because you get like a corner that's pretty much dinged, and it just doesn't look like a gem mint card to me. So that's kind of where I am with Beckett grading. I think there is some substance to their grading. I don't think they're all bad. I'm just gonna pick and choose the Beckett graded cards that I will buy. Here's a Metal Universe Manning. That's neat. This is the set where you can get the PMGs or precious metal gems, and they're numbered here on the back. But they sell for a ton of money. You don't see them very often though. I think they're out of like 50 or 100. Crazy value on those. It's like a hair on this one. See that? Here's a Manning Bowman 98 and a PSA 9. So neat card. Looks pretty damn good. I think there's something going on with the surface. That's what's holding it back. See right there underneath the M. See that little scuff? I think that's why it's on a 10, because the black corners and edges look great. So there's the Peyton. We're actually making a huge dent in the bin. Here's a Nasty Vic from a set that's pretty much impossible to slab. Leaf Certified 01, Freshman Fabric Red. Little swatch there, and then it's out at 150 on the back. There it is. Cool little photo there, holding 2 footballs. So about 25-30 bucks for this card. Thought it was neat. So nothing crazy in this bin. That's kind of a neat little sticker. It's cut right in the middle. I feel like I think it's 2 stacks of cards or something. So we've got some Griffies. Okay, this was all from the same guy. He had free shipping, and he had his cards priced like just really good prices. I'll try to tell you, see if I can recall what the prices were on these. I know this Shaq. It's a Shaq Skybox rookie. I don't know, I just bought a random Shaq. I know this one was 12 bucks, so 12 bucks on the Shaq Skybox. Don't know how tough this set is. Probably not very tough if this is only $12. And then this was like 23, 25 bucks at the top straighted. That's such an iconic card too. And then the Bowman was about 55, so a little more expensive for the Bowman. It is tougher to pull a 10 on this one. It's got this. It's longer than the average card. That always bugged me as a kid when I was putting it in my binders, because if you put it on the top row, you know, there's 9 little slots. It would like hang off. It get like nicked up all the time because it was too long. So I guess it's better to put those on the bottom sleeves. I'm just rambling now. Okay, let's do this one. Here's another card that's poorly packaged. See how it's coming out like that? That's my pet peeve. So Jamal Lewis contenders. The Brady like this raw is worth about 4,500. Jamal Lewis is worth about 5. So pretty good buy there. Jamal Lewis most likely will not be a Hall of Famer, but backs that top 10K in rushing yards. As we move forward with this new era of pass-heavy offenses and timeshare backfield, you're not going to see 10,000 backs. I think the next one, or I believe he's already hit it, but Shady McCoy, I think he hit it last year. Here's a Bryce Harper 01 Bowman Chrome. Trying to think, there's one with a different photo when he's in a white uniform, and this is in the the blue. So this must be like the Bowman Chrome. And the other one, if this makes sense, is the Bowman, but it is a Chrome card. Trying to make sense with all that. Maybe once spring training starts up, I'll start buying some modern baseball. I always thought I was going to get into basketball cards, but I don't know. I have a lot of fun with the baseball and the football, so I did collect hockey for a while. Kind of lost interest. I just thought the value in the hobby boxes was terrible, and the box prices are not cheap. And seems like in hockey, there's only a few stars, or not stars, but people that have hobby that actually sustains itself. Like, I mean, you get the rookies that are hot their first year, and then they just kind of fizzle out. So, I mean, it's kind of why I lost interest in the hockey cards. It was fun for a while, though. But I've really only got Patrick Kane cards left now. SGC 9, so this is about $50. The more I see their slab, the more I like it. It just looks cool with the black. I mean, the card really just pops out of there. So this actually is my second favorite grader now, SGC. I think my third favorite now is GMA. Beckett's like way off the list now. They're the company out of Florida. Supposedly old PSA employees switched jobs and went there. And I mean, they offer like bulk grading for $3 a card, and they have a slab. It's almost as good as PSA's. I mean, it's definitely not as good as the Lighthouse, but it's not bad. It's compared to like some of the old PSA slabs from like the 90s. So check them out if you want to get some card slab and save some money. Here's a Bowman Rogers. The only thing is the secondary market value. If you try to sell them, they don't sell for much. This got in here by accident. It's an empty envelope. For instance, I bought a Tom Brady Contenders GMA 10 for my investor for $13,500 last week, and here's this thing. And I know a PSA 10 went for like $91,000 last month, so that's the difference there. Here's another card outside of the top loader. So these are all get flagged for neutrals. If the card was creased, they'd probably get a negative, but I'll just do the neutrals. So I'll have to put these three in a stack and leave appropriate feedback. This one's coming out. Somebody needs to do like a public service announcement how to properly secure a card. This is the private stock, yeah, 2001 Vic. Number on the front, I guess, yeah, 200. That was like $10 shipped. So, and I'm probably one of the only people that would pay $10 for that card, but to me it's cool. It's a Vic rookie out of 200. It's a neat card. One card to watch, though, is the 2001 Topps Chrome Breeze rookie. There's a raw one on eBay right now at like $700 with like 9 days left, and there's a PSA 10 close to $3,000. I'm curious to see what those will go for. That used to be like I used to pick those up for like $30 back in like 2006. This is cool. It's the Topps season opener. I'm still looking for a PSA 10 in this one. I don't think I have one. So here's a raw one. That. Oh, this is neat. Yeah, Black Diamond. I have a bunch of these copies raw, but they're usually always pushed in or nicked up. This one looks great though. It wasn't cheap though. It was about $35 to get a 10 in this Black Diamond. But it's in the new Lighthouse. It looks great. There's a speck of white there, but to me it's still gem. That doesn't take away from the card. Beautiful. So lots of mosses in this one. Do a couple more. We'll call it a day. About 25 minute videos. A nice solid video. for people to, if they like the long videos, sit back, check out the cards. Here's a Moss Bowman 98. Another SGC Ultra Gem. Let's check the price on this. So I know PSA 10s of this go for about 30, 35. So 25. A little bit less for an SGC, but not that much. They have pretty good secondary value, in my opinion. And to me, their standards seem pretty similar to PSA too. Front of this card is flawless. Now the back, I can point out that top left corner. See that white? Would it get a PSA 10? Probably. So that's it, guys. A bunch of Randy Mosses and some poor shipping you guys saw. So I'll get this one uploaded, try to get it up tonight. That's it.